Yeah, fine. First of all, I would like to thank our management, principal, department HOD, faculties, and student coordinators for arranging this webinar even in this pandemic. Good evening, one and all present here. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We appreciate you all by taking time off yours in the busy schedule for joining us today. Yeah, let me introduce our presenter as well as our alumnus. I would like to introduce our alumnus as well as our senior, Ms.M.Nandhini. We welcome you, ma'am, and all the alumni of 2015 batch. We welcome you all. Ms. M. Nandhini, who completed her bachelor's degree in the stream of electrical and electronics engineering during 2011 to 2015 batch. She had received Best Outgoing Student Award for 2015 batch, and also she awarded as a topper of the batch in her academics. At the time of pursuing her bachelor's degree, he played roles like treasurer and joint treasurer of Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department and also placement coordinator of batch 2015. After that, she started her professional career as a trainee in Cognizant Technology Solutions, which is located in Coimbatore. Later, she got promoted to programmer analyst, and then now she is working as an associate in Cognizant Technology Solution. And at present, she is doing .NET development and tool-based development for cybercrime insurance company, where the company is American-based company. Overall, she had experience in software development and testing in her professional career, and she is quite strong in analytical and programming skills. I once again welcome Ms. M. Nandini. Ma'am, the session is yours.
Thanks, Abdul, for the warm welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening to one and all. I'm thankful to our management, principal, and HOD, and all our staff members for arranging this webinar session. And I'm very thankful to our alumni for joining this session and my dear juniors. So today I'm just going to share my experience and few guidance which will help you to avoid some struggles. So at this early stage of careers which you will be facing. So I'm just here to share my experience. You can interrupt me in between whenever you're having doubts or anything. So let me start with my presentation. So I have chosen the topic as like riding through tough times and equipping for bright future. Tough times I have meant like the early stage of career is your tough times most for the most of the people. So I have chosen that as a tough times, and to overcome that, I have chosen foremost ways to overcome that tough situation. That one I have chosen like positive attitude and develop vision plan and train and strengthening your skills and expressing how to express your skills. That is an overcoming ways. Today I'm going to explain these topics only, and you can ask me any doubts which you are having related to your career or uh, from core to IT transformation departments also. So first, tough times means it would be different for every person. It will not be the same for all the persons. It will different from one person to another person. Some persons will get crack the interview and will get into the job very easily. So but few persons will not get the same way. They will be struggling a lot, and to crack the interview itself they will be struggling a lot, and after getting into the job also they will face more troubles. Uh, but the tough time remains same for all. Every person will have some different tough times. That's it. So everyone will have some tough times during our early stage of career, and even in personal also we will be having some tough times. So we should not downgrade ourselves or demotivate ourselves during that time. We should patiently wait it, and we should overcome that one, and we should bounce back to achieve our careers. It will block our way, but we should achieve our career in a we should follow some steps to achieve our careers. Next, actually, I will say like first to crack the interview, few persons may not be strong at the aptitude, and during the interview phase, everyone will first kick out by the interview phase of aptitude itself. First train yourself something in the aptitude side, because at present first part of entering into a company will be like aptitude for most of the companies. and few companies will have some GD session or just a minute like that way. So you just train yourself for cracking the interview first by training yourself in aptitude, and then in the group discussion session also. So in to group discussion, you just need to improve your communication skills. Next, after getting into the job also, in the early stage, you might face some difficulties in doing your transmission from college to college to office will be something different for you guys. So you would face some difficulties there while doing your task or expressing your ways and expressing the skills, knowledge, capacity which you have. First foremost thing you should have is like positive attitude. Positive attitude means I won't say like we will not be demotivated at all. The positive attitude people in the sense they won't get demotivated at all. We could not say that one. Positive attitude in the sense they would get motivate themselves and they would bounce back and face the difficulties in the physical face the difficult times in their career path or in their personal path. So first for foremost for keeping yourself positive is like self motivate yourself. Actually self motivation is the best thing guys. You only know yourself better than any others, no? So you just need to motivate yourself whenever you're having difficult times. Just motivate yourself that you can do it and you will do it. When opposition blocks us, it's our human nature to get demotivated, and that we will not get demotivated at all. We will not be able to say it. Everyone will get demotivated and will face downgrade sometimes. But you things you should do is like you should learn from the mistakes what you have done, which you made you failure for the first time. So then you should not repeat that mistakes again. You can do like an by analysis to yourself, and you can ask question why that mistakes happened, why we have failed that time, what mistake I have done. And by doing this analysis, you will be getting to know which was the most important step you missed to do it, and that caused the failure. At the time, you should learn or you should develop that one, and you should try to correct that step which caused you failure, and you should crack your career path or interview or anything. You can crack that one. You will be able to do it. So optimistic for a positive attitude mainly we'll be focusing on optimistic about the situations happening. That means optimistic means that whatever blocks your way, I will be able to crack it. That is being optimistic person. Whatever if anything comes in my way, I will just reach my destination without anything. After facing these all struggles, I would be able to reach it. That will be your optimistic thing. And interaction is nothing like if you are having difficult times, you should just interact yourself with someone close to you, maybe your parents or maybe your friends or anybody who is close to you. If you are interacting to your closed ones, then you will feel some comfort, and you will definitely will have motivations, and you will definitely get some ideas to overcome that difficult times and to pursue your career. Next, coming yourself, being yourself means don't copy others. That means someone has done some shortcut and achieved their career, but I'm still struggling in the first step itself. So let me try their step and I also can achieve success. It's not like that, guys. uh, he or she may try that, he may got success, but that is still some extent. Be yourself, and which is suited to you, you do that one by step by step. Step by step improvement will be a long lasting one. Achieving through a shortcut will be like a short time period only. So now let me say some ways to keep yourself positive. Every morning you should have some thought like, this day will be a good day, or I can do something, I can learn something, like that way. And self care for every day. Every day means you should not only focus only on your career path, you should take care of your health, your mental and emotional and physical health also is most important for your career and for yourself. So you should spend some time for that one, and you should always choose your as responsibilities. I'm having this responsibility, then you will have the responses. That means for this responsibility, I should choose this response and I can do that. You should always prioritize your responsibilities, and you should have both professional and personal goals. Only getting success in the professional career is will not lead to a success life. So when you are keeping something as your professional goal, that means I during this time I need to be in that position. That will be your professional goal, right? So when you are doing that one, you should have some personal development also. For myself and my family, I should keep this as my goal, and I should achieve this one. And for all the goals, you should don't keep it as short term, you can keep it as long term goals, and you should work hard to achieve that goals. Enthusiasm means you should keep yourself as an happy, and you should even if it is a small thing that you have done, it may be small thing to others, but it is a big thing to you, and you have done that one. You can release the pleasures which you which is getting from that, even if it from the family or from the professional, both the things, whatever you have done and you are happy with it, you should enjoy that one. Don't see what others is saying or anything. Okay? Next, plan and vision. Actually, vision and plan, everyone will be having that plan or vision. There are two things which should be in the simultaneously. You should have some vision. Obviously, in career path, vision is the most important thing, and for achieving the vision you should have some plan. Then only you will be able to go. When you are moving into your career path from the students, you will be like, it will be the different world you may see, but you will be having most tough times from the transition of students to our corporate place or corporate employees or anything. You will be having the most tough times, and you can handle the situation very easily actually when you are having some vision and you are having some plan to execute it. um, Even when you are having some vision, you should do some steps, but from starting from learning, then you can how to do it, and then you can do that one. So first, for a plan and vision, you should know the steps, what you are doing and where it is going to end. You everyone should know it, and you should choose your employee path based on where you fit it. Actually, many of them may not go into a passionate one, or it may be different one. So if you are choosing a different one from your passionate, just try to proceed with the one you have chosen, and till somewhere, and you can do your passionate one also in the as a part time, and you can be passionate for, I have done my passionate thing also, but I'm doing this work also. So from the work also you have to learn what is needed for work. You have to know it from the in the free time you can do your passionate thing, and when the right time comes you can switch over from your work to the your most passionate work which you have uh, dreamed of. So goals which you are setting should be a realistic and attainable one. It should be like that you will be able to achieve it, and you should do follow your steps to achieve that one. So from learning from mistake, whenever we do a mistake, we will not be we will be like, I have done this, I have done this mistake. That's it. But you won't do the analysis why that mistake happened and what made you to failure, that and all we won't, unless actually as a general thing we won't do it, but in the career thing you just need to analyze that one, because the everyone cannot be structural in all the period of time. This is, we are not robot like, so we cannot be structural like I can do this, this will be in this way and this will end this year. We will not be knowing, we may not know our end, what outcome, what we for the things which we have done, we may not know the outcome of it. So if you have done mistake, nothing wrong in that. You can try to learn, and you have to rectify from that. Next time you should not repeat that. That is the shift your perspective about mistake, in the sense uh, mistake should never happen. It is not nothing like that. Mistakes can happen, that, but that should not repeat again. So you have to explore what is went wrong, and you have to identify your skills means you have to identify the skills. Now we are in one particular job, and one skill will be needed any for any job, even if it's in triple department. You would have PLC, MATLAB, or MATLAB or any languages you need to know for your job doing that job. And if you are in a core department, you need some. You are in the IT department. Sorry, you need some other different skill to pursue that job. So you should identify the skill which is needed for you now, right now, and resources for attaining that skill. Skill in the sense it is like training ourselves and getting developed on the. It is not like the person will be having from their birth or something like that. So every skill will be like we can learn it and we can achieve that skill. So everyone should have their right skill and they should learn from that one. So for after you now you have been identified some skill, and then you would have strengthen your you have to strengthen that skill whichever you are having. So for that, let me say you few steps. Actually, for strengthening skill is like you first you should identify your technical skill, which is needed right for the job. What is needed for the right current job? What you have needed it, you have to identify the skill. Either it may be programmatical or analytics or MATLAB, PLC, whatever it is, whatever you are working on, you can choose that one, and then you should get trained on yourself. You should get trained based on the if some persons can do if they are not they are not able to go to the training classes to attend it, you can learn it from the internet. Now everything is every trainings are available in the net. You can keep some timing with some time for learning the skills which you have. You said that I have to be in success in that skill, I should learn that one. So you should keep some time for learning that one. And after learning, then you should share that knowledge with others. Most of all might have some assumption, like in the career field, I'm saying, I'm not in the student college field, I'm saying, in the assumption in careers, they might have some assumption that if I share my knowledge with others and they would get succeed, and I myself would not be uh, considered as a prioritized person in the organization. It's nothing like that. Actually, while sharing the knowledge, you will get the different thoughts, and you will tend to know more skills. See, for example, I have mentioned here like learn more than one skill to make yourself unique in the crowd. Okay, so now if you see, you can assume like you have learned one skill and you have completed some learnings and you are confident on that skill, and your colleague also done the same way. Then while sharing the knowledge, you also will be able to know two skills, and he or she also will be able to know two skills at the time. But you will have you have learned it and you will have some uniqueness in your way expressing, and they will have some unique way of expressing. While expressing it may different, so while sharing it's nothing wrong in that. You can share and you can train others. By training you can gain more knowledge, uh, which is like 50% of training, and which is like 50% of which you got from training, and 50% of training others, you can achieve the 100% of the skills. Multitasking and the creativity. Multitasking means not doing the all the task at the same time, and like doing like all the task at the same time, and I'm a multitasker. Not like that way. Actually, multitasking is like you can do one thing when you're doing a web development and suddenly you got something for analysis space. And if you are saying like I know I can do only web development, I will do this only, I have choose this as my skill, then that is the point. Actually, when you are doing a development phase or something anything, but you are getting some opportunities for analysis or anything, if you are switching over to it, you are able to do this and you are able to do that also. It will be like multitasking. So you will be gaining knowledge in this, and you will be gaining knowledge on the analysis also. Creativity means when you are doing a things, you just do it something differently from others. Actually, in the analysis also, if it is from the manual work, if it is taking for around uh, 3 hours or 4 hours, just think for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Actually, everybody will have that thinking capacity, and we engineers always have that creativity in ourselves. So if you think for a bit minute, how we can do this one, you will get some way. That would be faster than the 3 hours to 1 hour, then that shows your creativity. If the works to be completed in 3 hours, I have completed in 1 hour. That shows your creativity. Okay, for next actually, so for skill sets, for learning, after learning, you should for the any skill what you are learning, just test yourself by doing the self assessment or anything. You can test yourself whether I'm strong in that. I have learned everything in the correct way. So next week, for expressing the skill, this is the foremost thing in the workplace. Actually, from college, we'll be like grades will decide that whether whether we are having some knowledge in the academics, and in sports and other things we will be having winners, some things that will decide our capability. But coming to the workspace, whatever the workspace, core or any workspace, that uh, that uh, that cannot decide anything, because we are not having any grades or any the winners or runners here and all. So expressing the way of expressing, that only will be deciding whether you are capable or he or she is capable. That only will decide your way, and will give you more opportunities, and that will recognize your effort and how much you feel this one. You have identified your skill, you have trained on that one, you have shared with others, you have learned everything. But what is the outcome of that one? After expressing only, you will be getting that outcome. By keeping it with yourself, you will not get nothing. Then you cannot go to your destination path in your career. So expressing in the sense for the entrepreneurs also, if they have identified some ideas and kept it among themselves, they cannot go beyond that way. So they should express that I have this idea, and outcome will be like this way, like that way. When you are expressing only, you will be getting more opportunities, and you can reach your designated designed career. So for expressing, I have taken the main points of things to share with you actually. Uh, First one is taking initiative, initiating for one task or one work or anything. If you are initiating it, you will be recognized at an instant. So among the crowd, around 10 people are there. Someone is the first initiate. Anyone can speak up about things. Then yes, I'm there. Anyone can do this. Yes, I'm there. Then it will be directly register yourself. It may be risker job also, or it may be very easy one also. But when you initiate it, you can try it. If you are facing some troubles, at the time you can reach out to any your peer persons for help or anything, and you will be able to complete it. Actually, you can reach out to your peer person for help anytime, and by while combining that one, you can finish that work. But the person who decides to do the job will be registered in the peers names, or the person who is superior to you. So main thing, we have to focus on that initiation. Many students or many persons, actually I also did the same thing, would not initiate it. Actually, we know how to do it, and how the outcome will be. It will be in the better way also, but we won't take initiate. Like no, if they point out the fingers to you and say you have to do it only, we will be ready to accept it. But we should not be in that way. We should be always take initiative. Yeah, I can do it, but I need some help. Like that way, you can manage it, and try to learn from that, and you will be able to do that one. Then speaking up in the meetings. So meeting is the only opportunity where you can see your foremost superior or head of department where you are working. Everything you can see only mostly in the meetings. So at the time when you are speaking up, you'll be recognized as what you can share your knowledge, your capacity, and what the works you have done. They might know the task names, they might know the works. This work has been done, that and all they know, but they don't know who has done it. But when you are speaking up in the meetings, it will get registered. Oh, this critical thing is done by this person only. So this person has something in him or her. So if we give some better opportunities to them, they can achieve more things, and we can get the for them the output is the main thing. So When you are giving, when they are giving you opportunities, they might actually expect the outcome. So when you are they giving some task to you, they can get registered like if it is given to them, they have handled that task, so they can handle it in the easy manner, and they will be able to do it without any miscellaneous or any errors things. So you will be getting that opportunity. And confident innovator and initiative will play the same role, but innovating, even if the innovating in the sense, already is some idea sharing or something different from the regular processes like an innovation. So even if it's a small thing, uh, that's not a problem. Nobody has done that one before, but you are initiating that, you are initiating, and you are going to innovate that one. That is the main thing. It is small or big thing, I have just done this much, that is and all not a problem. But nobody has done that before, no. So when you are doing it, that will have some recognitions for you. So next, technology champion. Champion in the sense, uh, you don't no need to be a very techie guy or something. Like whatever you are working, you should have some sufficient and adequate knowledge in your working. You should not go blindly like what others say. If your peer person is saying you have to do this one, uh, you have to do this by in this way, so do this and tell me, so you just not do it what they are saying, so I'm just doing and I'm competing and I'm giving the things to them, not like that one. When you are getting some task, you just stand there. Oh, they have given that suggestion to do that task, but you can have some more easy and simplest way to complete the work also. So at the time, uh, you will be using your knowledge to complete the task. That will that will be as a technology champion. And the trainings, whatever you have learned from trainings and whatever you have learned from others by training others, that and all you should apply here. That you should have adequate knowledge and you should apply in the work which you are doing. So that will be lead to a technology champion. Next, actually these are the stepping stones, like positive attitude, develop vision and plan, training and strengthening skills. Anybody has any doubt? Let me continue.
Yeah, Nandini, please proceed. It's informative. Yeah.
So stepping stones in the sense for the things which I have explained above is will lead to your successful career. And in this thing, I have pointed some few more things like visibility and proactive, reactive, smart work, learning more and more, and be expert in the things you know. So first let's talk about the visibility. So visibility means make yourself visible. That only I have said, express your skills. That is the meaning of visible. So you have to express what you are capable of. And then proactive, reactive in the sense, for proactive thing, you should be, while doing some work, you should be cautious, like whatever the errors can happen, and you should eliminate that at the early stage. That will be as a proactiveness. But even though the errors comes, you should be ready to resolve it, and you should solve that problem. That will be as a reactiveness. You should be ready for both the things. Smart work everywhere. Other than hard work, smart work only will be playing a good role, and it is actually a advisable one also. So do work smartly. And learning will never give you downfall at all. So learning more and more will give you success in your career. And for personal also, you can learn something from your personal life, and it will be leading to successful only. So you should always learn more and more. Be expert in the things you know. So that means you not to know every skills which an organization wants or anything for the career. You can be an expert in the things which you know, and that may be a part of that organization also, but you should have some adequate knowledge in that one. that will have you for the success. Okay, now let me share my story how I have applied these steps and I have overcome. At least I have reached some stage of my career. I will share with you. Actually, first of all, I'm not a positive attitude person. I would to tend to negative for most of the things. So in my college days, I didn't face any more difficulties at all. So after switching over to corporate, that is also from core department to IT department. So we will have some struck there, uh, and so I have lost my hope at all. So when I have joined there, and while everyone is doing things, I would get negative myself, and but used to work hard, and I used to do the things that do my task, everything I used to do it in time, and everything I complete. But I won't say like I know this one, I know that skill and all. I won't share with others or anybody. I just keep it to myself. But after that, I have faced the downfall. Then I have learned like this is what was my mistake, mistakes I have done that caused me the downfall. Then I have learned like I didn't make me visible for that I'm capable of doing that things, which is very effective one also. So then I have learned that skill. Then I have learned the skill which I'm working, and I have get trained, and I have trained others also for that one. Then I have expressed myself that I can do this one, I can do this one in the better way also. So like that way I have been done that one. Now in my team around of 25 members, if some technology doubts they are having, some issue they were facing, they might first reach to me as like whether you know this, or you have faced this, or you have any solution for this one. Then they would say like and generally when some person is seeking help from me, I won't say no. Even I'm having a bundle of work, I would say like, yeah, yeah, give me some time, I will come you, and we can see that together, even if I not know that issue. So then I used to go to their place, and then we both will look into it, and we will resolve it. Actually, it is not my task, and it is not. I'm not going to get anything for completing that issue, but I can gain some knowledge, which may help me in the some other task, or which may help me to resolve the issue for my peers also. So that would make me visible there, and I can get something, some recognition based on that. At least when you are working in some organization, some superior person should know that you are capable or you are knowledgeable person. Then only you will be recognized, and you can reach your next step of your career. This is my experience, guys, and you can ask me any doubts related to this one, or any doubts you are having related to the career. Feel free to ask it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am, for interesting webinar. Now, if anyone has any questions or queries, please shoot out through chat box.
Or if you have any doubt, you can unmute yourself. You can ask directly to the presenter.
Hi, Nandini. Good evening. This is Akhilesh.
Hi, Akhilesh.
Yes. So this session was very informative, Nandini, and I'm sure like this will be an eye opener for the juniors also. And it's good that you have shared your like experience, I can say, and the achievements which you have achieved right now till now. So it would be great if you could share the juniors what and all they have proactively study and proactively be online, so that they can achieve it now itself. That the same thing which you have struggled.
Yeah, sure, Akhilesh. Actually, from the core department, when you are going to an IT, first and foremost thing will be like coming to the programming language. So it is better, guys. You can learn programming language. Anywhere it can help it. For AAA department also, some softwares we might use it that may have .NET or VB.NET or C Sharp.NET or C++. Something will be there. So you can learn some basic things, and logical thinking is the most important thing. Mostly you might think like by hearing these names, these are all big things. Nothing like that. More often for C Sharp and VB and all, we will be using mostly if and else loops only, or while or do while. So the logical thinking, what if this happens, what should be the result, and else what should be the result. That's the logical thinking you should develop from yourself. Um, then analysis is the first thing for every issue or everything what you are doing, even your career. First analyze deeply, line by line. If you are getting some requirement or something in your hand, just analyze it very deeply and then proceed. Just don't do it in the over fast way and enthusiastic. I got this one, I have to complete it. First analyze, then only you have to do it. If you done without your analysis, then it may lead to some errors in that one. So analysis and logical thinking would be grateful, and some programming skills, if you had it, it will be very better for you to, not only in IT sector. I'm saying for when you are going to triple core also, you should have PLC, MATLAB, NI lab view. So everything will be useful for you to proceed with the next step, and you can be outstand from the crowd.
Thank you, Nandini. Very well explained, and I'm sure like our juniors proactively will get these skills as soon as they are getting trained. They will achieve it. I'm sure of it. Thank you.
Yes, thanks Achilles.
Nandini, I have one question.
Yes sir.
Because you studied triple E department, but you joined in IT department. IT,
Yes.
I think. So you have found any difference while working there, and whether the CS guy is there and some guy also there? You are triple E guy. You feel any difference between others?
Actually, nothing like that, sir. Actually, first my thought was different. Like CSE guys would know everything in their head, and they are king of ITs. But nothing like that. Actually, even CSE guys would know only the academic. They won't know the programs which need us for an organization. Anybody would not know it. So when you are working and it's your turn, while learning it, when you are ready to learn everything, and when you are keeping on learning that one, you can beat CSE guy very easily actually. Even in my team, I have few of my most of them are CSE, I should say. But they would I will be differentiate from themselves by thinking of logically, because we have already studied some difficult group in our engineering, and we were able to get success in that one. Definitely you'll be able to uh, get success in the IT department also. Nothing difficult there, because CSE guys also will know only the starting of program. They also won't have. You might think like while attending the interview, they are very technologically developed in the skills, programming languages and all, but nothing like that actually. They also do the same, memorize the programs which we done for our OOPs and data structure things. They also do the same thing only.
Thank you, Nandini. As pointed out, the programming is not a matter. How we are applying those things will be the matter.
Yes
I
sir.
think CSC guys will know about only programming, but they are not know about application things. That is what
Yes
we
sir.
had our advantage for studying core engineering also. Thank you,
Yeah,
Nandini. Thank you, your points.
thank you sir.
Any other questions? Please shoot out your questions through the chat box.
You can ask your doubt, guys. Anything not only related to career or any doubts you are having, you can ask it actually. I'm your senior only. Not
Nice presentation.
thanks, Goku.
Second, sir, just to add a point to your question, programming is one of the major skill at this point of time everyone is required. The programming language, what we are doing, it doesn't matter. But in the transformation, such as digital transformation, the globally everyone is going towards this digital transformation. So at this point of time, everyone should learn programming. So programming is one of the most important skill that everyone should have who is coming out from college.
Okay, Google. That is what we are thinking about. Thank you,
Yes.
Google.
Yes, sir. Even triple engineer or mechanical engineer it doesn't matter. Everyone is going to be working with some different kind of platforms at this point of time. Even no one can assure. Since he is an electrical engineer, he will be working in the core. The core industry itself getting transformed to digitalization and analytics and other things. So everyone has to equip themselves to meet the requirements.
Yeah, sure, of
Means,
course. There is a
at
really
that time,
needed for it.
at that point of time, when we are in college, we regretted to study the programming, and we are suffering now to match that the expectation in the industry. These
Yeah,
students, they will be having a very good time now to learn the programmings. You have YouTube or lot of online courses are there. You will be having a very enough time to learn or the like Nandini said, logics. The logical thinking is very important.
of course. Thank you, Gokul. Thank you, Gokul. Because
Thank you.
students having fine time to all recall all those things, C programming, and you can possible to study Python also now because they have lot- enough time to what learn new things.
Yes, sir. Even
Okay, sir.
Python and all, it is very, very easy language to learn. There is no need of any C or other fundamentals.
Of course,
Python
Gokul.
itself is a fundamental tool. You can learn very easily.
Of course, Gokul. Because in the 2017 batch, I mean 2017 regulation, they are having curriculum Python. In the
Okay,
current final year, they don't have so Python programming in the program.
okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Programming in the sense they can learn the programming languages may be different. Sorry, it may be triple core programmings or it may be say, IT related programming. Programming languages may differ, but they should have some programming skill with them. Even
Yeah,
MATLAB person can learn C, C++ very easily. That will.
easily.
Mm. Any-
Abdul,
So,
there's any other questions from Starbucks? Is there? I
no,
think.
no, sir. So far, no.
Okay.
Guys, is there any questions? Please shoot out.
Abdul, if it is, there's no questions, so we can.
Oh, okay, sir. Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, may I thank you very much for your active participation in this webinar. Thank you, participants, and thank you, ma'am. Another announcement. Attention, guys. Session 5 is going to be held on 25th July 2020. That is on Saturday by tomorrow. Mr. J.C. Barani, one of our alumni member, who is going to narrate about how to start up a business. So don't miss the session and be on time to avoid delay. Time will be 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. 1 hour. So don't forget to join the session. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nandini, and thank you all the alumni. And so those are interacted with Nandini also, Google and others also.
Thank you.
Ablaze, I think wishing he got Ablaze he sent one message to Nandini also.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, good work, Nandini, because he is having meeting. So I think he's.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Nandini, and thank you all the participants, especially from alumni students. So your support will be needed for so any colleges there will be if you are thinking about PhD or GCT or CIT there they develop because of alumni only because we need support from all the alumni because then only what is that current trend will happen with this industries are outside the world so well connected alumni only can able to develop the college
Sure, sir.
so with yeah
Sure, sure.
with help of your support because Nandini will be participating a lot because he is a member of DAB Department Advisory Board. He's giving a lot of inputs to the students members.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Nandini. And thank you, Gogul, and others are
Thank you,
Agnesh
sir.
and Srimati, and somebody is also there. Thank you all
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We'll meet on another occasion.
Thank you, Nandini ma. Excellent presentation ma. Thank you. Thanks for the acceptance. Okay.
Okay, sir.